Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Hour. Today I'm bringing you guys a very, very special project that's still sort of under the radar, but could be potentially very, very big in the future. I think this project is a hidden gem. And just so you know, I am invested in this project and I think it's a great project. So I'm going to share it with you guys. It's called Globitex. Now, Globitex is an already existing cryptocurrency exchange, but they had an ICO about a month ago to raise funds so that they can upgrade their existing exchange to an industrial scale exchange. Now, this industrial scale exchange will allow, actually right now, the exchange already allows fiat to crypto conversion. So if you have fiat, you can buy cryptocurrencies directly on Globitex. But when they upgrade to the industrial scale platform, you can also buy commodities such as gold and silver and wheat and barley, any commodity you can think of with Bitcoin. I think that is pretty impressive. And also you can do complex trades such as derivatives trading. Now, if cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin, if it's supposed to become a standard means of exchange or a standard means of value, then I think it should go through this process. I think Bitcoin, before it becomes a mass market standard of value, should be able to be used to purchase larger instruments such as gold, silver, or other commodities. Now, on a different topic, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. If you guys want a full report, you can go to my website and download the PDF. I'll leave the link down below. But if you've heard of the Tether situation, I think Globitex can actually help solve the Tether situation. Now, Tether is a company that has a lot of rumors behind it as being a scam. If you guys don't know what Tether is just it's a cryptocurrency that represents the US dollar that's used by different exchanges. So in a volatile market, if you wanted to exit the market and convert back to fiat, you can buy USD Tether, which is a representative of the US dollar. But for every Tether is meant to be backed by $1 US in reserves. But there have been rumors over the past few years actually, that Tether is actually not being backed and Tether has not been audited. Now, if Tether turns out to be a scam, the whole market can crash and it could be catastrophic. If you guys want to read more about the Tether situation, like I said, you can click on the link down below and go on my website and download the full PDF. But here's the thing. With Globitex, if you're trading on the Globitex platform, you don't have to convert to Tether. You don't even have to convert to fiat anymore. You can hedge your bets in commodities such as gold, which I think is a better medium of exchange in this market. Like, personally, I would rather hedge my bets in gold rather than fiat. I mean, fiat fluctuates a whole lot more and gold is an older and more stable form of value. So I think this is one of the good solutions for the Tether situation. I think if we have multiple solutions at the time, if Tether turns out to be a scam, if the news comes out at a time when we have multiple options to hedge our bets in the crypto market, then the effect might not be so bad on the market. And I think this is one of the great solutions. But anyways, let's not dig too much into that. Let's keep the video short. So next, let's talk about the team. So let's start off with the head of the team and co-founder. Her name is Lisa, and she's worked for a few years in different positions, but the most prominent positions, she worked as a fund manager at MTG Capital Advisors, and she worked for 3 years there, and then she also worked as a trading strategist at MTG Capital Management for 5 years. So she's very conversant with trading and fund management. Next, let's talk about John Matonis, who is possibly the most popular person on the team. Now, John is also the founding director of the Bitcoin Foundation, so he's a very prominent figure in this space. He's also worked at Visa, Hushmail, VeriSign, etc. He's been featured on CNN, CNBC, and a few other channels. He has over 62,000 people on his Twitter. And then next we have for the security advisor, there's a guy called Pierre Robege. He has 11 years of experience in communication security. He worked under a sub-department of the Ministry of Defense of Canada. Also, the technical advisor is Miko Otama, who has worked as the CTO of localbitcoin.com for a while. And then they're also working with another gentleman called Mark O'Brien, who's a bullion dealer. So I imagine he will be this will be the person helping them connect with real life commodities such as gold. He's a bullion dealer, and he has he does trades in gold of over $1 billion every single year. He has over 15,000 clients. Now, on paper, the team doesn't seem as impressive, for example, as the Fusion team or the Ethereum team, but for what they are trying to accomplish, which is an industrial scale exchange, they have the complete team. The co-founder, Lisa, has a lot of experience in trading and funds management. You have John Matonis, who covers the blockchain area. He's also very prominent in the space, who can help with marketing as well. The security advisor has a very, very solid background, working in a subdivision of the Ministry of Defense of Canada, so they have their security hopefully covered. And also Miko, who worked at localbitcoin.com, I believe, as the CTO as well. So you have that also covered in the blockchain department. And then with Mark O'Brien bringing in gold trading into the team, so they have that part covered. Now, I don't know how they're going to deal with other commodities such as silver and wheat, etc. But I would imagine they would develop these areas as they go along. So for the team, I think they're very suited for what they're trying to accomplish. So I gave them a 9 out of 10. Next, for market awareness, the Globitex team is not very. The Globitex project and team are not very well known in the space. I think the market awareness is still growing. And also potentially, perhaps their market is more focused on industrial scale users and not regular traders in the crypto space. So perhaps they're marketing and targeting larger scale users, which is why people are not very aware of this project. So for market awareness, I gave them a 4 out of 10. It's pretty low in the space. Let's go into the next category, which is token economics. I think the token economics are awesome. For an exchange, they asked for just enough amount of money. They were not greedy. They asked for $12.3 million for the ICO, which I think is fair if you're trying to create an industrial scale exchange. I think that's fair. 65% of the total supply went into the public sale. The tokens that are held by the team will not be available right away to the team. So 5% will be available during the ICO, 10% available after the ICO, another 10% available 1 year after the ICO. So that's good. And also the tokens have a burn-in mechanism, which means the supply of the tokens will decrease slowly over time. Hopefully, if the demand increases, the token price is likely to go up as well. Next, let's get into the roadmap and progress so far. For the roadmap and progress so far, I gave them a 9.5 out of 10. The reason I score them so highly is because they have a working platform already. And they also have, they've gained an electronic money institution license, which is a very, very big deal. This allows them to let users pay for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with fiat. So pretty much you can have a bank account with Globitex. And I think that's a very, very big deal. A lot of crypto exchanges don't allow fiat to crypto conversion, so that's huge. So for the final decision, what am I doing? I am invested in Globitex. I participated in the ICO. I think it's a great investment. I think it's a great project. Now, when the ICO, the coins have not yet been released into the market. I think when they're released, it might still drop a bit because we are in the bear market. But when things start to kick into gear and people start to trade on the platform and people start to understand what Globitex is trying to do, I think the valuation will go much, much higher. I'm glad they haven't had such a strong marketing so far, because at this time you can still get it at such a low price. I think when it comes out on exchanges, it will drop down below the ICO price possibly. And then I think it's a great deal. I'm invested in Globitex for the long term. I can easily see Globitex being valued above 100 million if they can succeed in getting industrial and institution scale investors onto the platform, and also regular traders as well. Get a lot of volume onto the platform, allow it work, because they have a lot of advantages. You can convert from fiat into cryptocurrencies. You also have a hedge for your trades, because you can buy gold and silver, which are also pretty good investments. They have a capable team, and the token metrics are absolutely awesome. It's really, really low for what they're trying to do. If Globitex succeeds, it could be a multi-billion-dollar project in valuation over time.